How to make the world a better place. There's a story behind that. This is your daily message from Chad number 1107 to upgrade your mental game today by telling yourself a better story. Because the most important story you hear is the story you tell yourself. This message is specially dedicated to Aaron Havens. Here's the upgrade. You naturally see things from your point of view, but upgraded thinking tries to see it from the other's perspective. Here's the story. Herbie Cohen was a businessman and master negotiator, but his biggest claim to fame was probably being best friends from childhood with talk show host Larry King. Herbie's son wrote a book titled The Adventures of Herbie Cohen and tells a story Larry King always called Herbie's First Negotiation, the showdown with their middle school principal, Dr. Armour. Herbie and Larry King had pulled off a prank, a scheme as kids that they told everyone their friend Mappo had died when he was really just on vacation on the West Coast. They raised money for his memorial and kept the cash. Their school even gave them an award until the very much alive Mappo showed up during the award ceremony. Facing expulsion, Herbie did something remarkable for a kid. Instead of pleading, he calmly looked across the desk and said, "Wait a minute, Dr. Armour, you're making a terrible mistake." And then he reframed the entire situation around the principal's interests, not his own. He pointed out that an expulsion would trigger an automatic hearing before the Board of Education where they'd ask why Dr. Armour took the word of 3 idiot kids that a student was dead and marked the kid deceased without verifying it. "We'll be expelled," Herbie said, "but you'll be fired. You'll never get another teaching job in New York." Larry described Dr. Armour as, quote, totally whipped. And they weren't expelled. Herbie didn't win by overpowering Dr. Armour. He won by figuring out what Dr. Armour had to lose and speaking directly to that. Herbie's philosophy was, you must consider that other people have as much at stake as you do, if not more. If you understand their motivations, you can control the action and free yourself from a variety of jams. Focus less on yourself and more on others. Everyone has something at stake. If you address that predicament, you can move anyone, even a junior high principal, from no to yes. Herbie's art of the deal was never about tricking an opponent. It was about making the other person feel respected and letting them walk away feeling that they'd done well too. The right thing to do is also the most effective. Herbie said, quote, "If the other guy walks away feeling bad about what happened, the deal is going to fall apart and you're going to end up with nothing," end quote. Understanding and serving the other person's motivations is the strategy. Dr. Rob Gilbert has a twist on the golden rule. He says, don't treat people the way you want to be treated. Treat them the way they want to be treated. Most of us learn the golden rule as kids. Treat others the way you want to be treated. And it's a good rule, but it starts with you. It's about your preferences, your comfort, your love language. The upgrade says, get out of your own shoes and into theirs. Jim Collins, author of Good to Great, learned a version of this early in his teaching career. His mentor, John Gardner, pulled him aside and said, "Jim, it occurs to me that you spend too much time trying to be interesting. Why don't you invest more time in being interested?" Collins never forgot it. He said, if you want to have an interesting conversation, be interested. If you want to meet fascinating people, be interested in the people you meet. Where are they from? How did they get here? What have they learned? It's from projection to curiosity. The better story to tell yourself is, I want to know what they need. You stop asking, what do I want from this person? And you start asking, what does this person need from me? That question changes everything in a negotiation, in a conversation, in a marriage, in a friendship. The way to make the world a better place is to develop interest in other people. Put more effort into being interested in others than trying to be an interesting person. Put yourself in the other person's shoes. Tell me a story of being more interested than interesting to fromchadsmith@gmail.com. Send someone a text today and ask them, what is your biggest pet peeve? You get a free copy of my book, The Most Powerful Story in the World, by going to fromchad.gumroad.com. The transcript of this message and hundreds of others are always available at www.fromchad.com.